Kazakhstan is located in the middle of Eurasia. The crossroad of the Great Silk Way was constantly referred to as the land of the Great Steppes and the cradle of the nomadic civilization. There are unique landscapes of great scenery combining picturesque countryside with a variety of flora and fauna. This country has been preserving its charming world of miracles presented by Mother Nature. The ethnicity of the Kazakhs, who experienced a long period of formation, belongs to an ancient ethnic group. Moreover, the Kazakhs developed a certain type of mentality and philosophy. In the latter part of the 15th century, when the sultans Girey and Janibek unified disarranged tribes and moved them to Njetissu, where Kazakhs established themselves on the political arena. After that, the meaning of the word Kazakh started to change. It began to carry more of a political meaning than a social one, broadening its usage not only for ethnicity, but also for the citizens of the Kazakh statehood. There is a wonderful corner of the world which is unique in its beauty. It has hot deserts and boundless steppes, blue lakes and streaming mountain rivers, the tallest summits with caps of centuries-old ice. All these are in Njetissu. The land is usually referred as the Golden Cradle. On this territory of ancient Kazakhia, the Kazakhs experienced the time of the nation's formation. The Kazakh Khanate was formed in Njetissu. The original examples of fine art relate to the Paleolithic epoch. They can be found in the form of images of animals cut into the rocks. Rock pictures in the Tamgali Gorge in the Almaty area give an approximate illustration of the basic customs and culture of tribes occupying the Kazakh territories. Petroglyphs are still present even today in Kazakhstan. Rock engravings of the Bronze Age in Njetissu still depict the cult of fertility and hunting scenes. The cult of fertility is narrowly interlaced with the cult of the sun Tengri of Amai. These pictures hide within them the knowledge about the creation of the universe. We can also find tribe symbols or tamgas on these engravings. For centuries, the Great Steppes accepted travellers from all around the world into oases of settlements and towns located along the paths of the Silk Way. One of them is Turkestan. There was also a main branch of the Great Silk Way across southern Kazakhstan. It was here where ancient cities such as Taraz, Sayram, Otrar, Balasagun and Turkestan were located. Turkestan was not only the capital of the Kazakh Khanate, but also the main trading and spiritual centre of Central Asia. The city is known today more as the spiritual centre of the Turkic people. Hodja Ahmet Yassoui's mausoleum is a masterpiece of world architecture. It was constructed by Tamerlane in the middle of the 14th century and is now included in the UNESCO list of heritage sites. Taraz city is more than 2,000 years old. This was an administrative centre in the steppe part of the Great Silk Road and was called the City of Merchants. Taraz reached its peak in the 10th to the 12th centuries when it became known as the capital of the Karakhanid state. Original masterpieces of ancient architecture are located 18 kilometres from modern Taraz. These are the mausoleums of Babaja Khatun and Aisha Bibi, both of them included in the UNESCO World Architecture Heritage List. The dancing culture of the Kazakh people has been well known since ancient times. Dancing opens up the nature of the Kazakh people and their love to art. On holidays, festival dancers participate in competitions and show their improvisation skills to the spectators. Respecting traditions and performing old customs are an inseparable part of Kazakh life right up to the present time. Spiritual values pass from generation to generation, living one epoch to another. Owing to this, the many ethnic groups who live in Kazakhstan have a comfortable way of development while saving their traditions. All ethnic groups in Kazakhstan value their traditions and respect the customs of others. We are now observing a traditional Russian wedding ritual called a devishnik. Some legends say that the Altai Mountains were the birthplace of all the Turkic nations, and the legendary Mount Shambhala is located there, which symbolized a place of the gods and a linking point between cosmic space and earth in tribal mythology. The Altai has always been shrouded by mysterious stories relating to Turkic beliefs and enabled different faiths to share common views. The scenery is very colourful here. There are mountain summits covered with snow, forests, lakes and fast rivers. Also, the region is developed in terms of beekeeping and reindeer breeding. Sources of Kazakh literature come from the time of the Turk Khanate. Inscribed stone monuments of okонечности from that period of history show that Turkish tribes displayed their poetic power, deepness of thought and richness of meaning through their words. Eastern Kazakhstan was the home of the northern branch of the Great Silk Way, connecting South Siberia, Altai, Central Asia and Western China. Now we are in the eastern part of Kazakhstan. Almost 3,000 kilometers separate the foothills of the Altai Mountains from the Caspian Sea coast. A special mystical spirit soars over the western part of the Kazakhstan branch of the Great Silk Way. Near the Caspian Sea, in the Mangostau Mountains on the Ustyurt Plateau, in the River Emba Valley, along with the numerous fortresses and settlements, there are also mausoleums and unique underground constructions. In ancient times, this used to be the bottom of a prehistoric ocean. This is the Karakia Plateau and Depression, the deepest hollow of Kazakhstan, reaching a depth of 132 meters below sea level. Mangistau is sometimes referred to as the peninsula of treasures. This land is rich not only in its treasures but also for its history and culture. It is said that 362 saints used to live in Mangistau. Bekitata is considered the most celebrated underground relic mosque and is located in Onglandi. The mystery of this landscape is augmented by the Bekitata Mosque, hollowed in a rock and consisting of several rooms and an underground cell. In northern Kazakhstan, between Astana and the towns near Kokshetau, there lies a true oasis of the steppe Burabay. Due to its landscape, this secluded corner is also called the Kokshetau Hills, and local guides sometimes refer to it as Kazakhstan's Switzerland. These places were the summer residences of Ablai Khan. Burabay is a place of hundreds of lakes and beautiful legends. Against the backdrop of the Kokshay Mountains, Mount Okjet Pes ascends, the summit of which looks like a lying elephant. In the foothills, the Jumbaktas rock rises from the water. According to the legend, the daughter of the Khan fell in love with a common Dombra player. Knowing that she was unable to unite with him in marriage, she decided to jump from the top of Okjet Pes to the lake, where she turned into Jumbaktas. Some specific musical traditions appeared during the formation of the Kazakh nation. As a result, it established a rich musical culture. Instrumental performances are the foundation of imagination. It's no coincidence that the Kazakh people say that the dombra is the national stringed instrument. It is possible to hear the sounds of eternity from the melody of two strings. These stones seem to have been put together by the hands of a person, though in fact it is the creation of nature. We're in Bayanaul. The largest lake of Bayanaul is Sabindikul, which literally means soap lake. The lake's name takes its origin from its soft water because touching it feels like touching soap. "50 kilometers from Almaty, in the foothills of the Алтайских mountains, archaeologists found the barrows of the Golden Man. This reflects the history as well as the artistic evolution of antiquity, and it's also a masterpiece on a global scale. According to anthropologists, the Golden Man found in the barrow is a young man of noble origin. The funeral suit of the Golden Man includes more than 4,000 gold parts of amazing beauty executed in an animal style. The Golden Man, together with a winged leopard from the invaluable treasure of ancient art, and displays the traditions of the steppe. This is currently one of the symbols of independent Kazakhstan, and it is represented on the standards of the Republic's president.